What's up, more content TV fans, and welcome back to another video. This time we're reacting to episode 7 of WandaVision. This was another spectacular episode. We got a little more of the backstory, start off the beginning with the flashback for the previous episodes, the previews of that. And we saw the hex expand. That's what it ended last time, the hex expanding. And a lot of sword agents becoming like circus acts. And I thought that was fantastic. So we end up meeting up with Darcy in the circus. You can see the sword agents becoming like some type of circus act, and Darcy was stuck in there. It's funny because she wanted to be a bearded lady, but she decided she had a baby face, so she had to be like an escape artist. Again, I thought that was hilarious, and they did a great job with that. Then you get everything's changing around Wanda. We go back to Wanda, and she's talking to someone, and I already know who she talked to because obviously I saw the episode. But in the beginning, I was like, who is she talking to right now? She just talked to. At first, I thought she was talking to us, but it was like she was talking to someone else other than us. I guess that's what breaking the fourth wall means. But again, it was another fantastic episode. You got Wanda, who really doesn't have control or anything right now. Everything's changing back to like it's going sporadic, like it's going everywhere. So that was very interesting to see. She was watching TV, and the TV go back to the 60s, 50 version of it. So everything was changing. She couldn't decide why. She'd get cereal, the milk would change. Everything would change around her, and that was interesting. She just wanted to be alone. She wanted some relaxed time, but she did not want to talk to Vision anymore. She tried everything to, not forget about Vision, but give her a break with Vision, because ever since he tried to escape and ended off pretty badly, and that was very, very interesting. And she just wants to have some alone time. Everybody wants that alone time once in a while. So I think she wanted that, and it was done right. I know Agnes came to the door, perfect timing. Agnes comes in the most convenient times possible, but she came to the thing and said, "Hey, do you want me to take the kids?" Once we find out the end of the episode, we know why she wants the kids. Yeah, your theories are great. You fans are great with the theories. But again, she took the kids, and she's like, "Oh, I watched the kids," and Wanda's like, okay, to give her some alone time. And that's when everything changed. So that was another great scene. We go back to Vision and Darcy. Now, Vision's trying to explain everything to Darcy, like, "Hey, I just talked to you last week." But Darcy just can't remember anything. So I thought that was another great part of this episode. So Vision changed her mind back. How he does the mind thing he did to Agnes and his worker. I can't think of the worker's name, but that worker. And he did it to her. And she told him, she's like, "Oh, I remember you now. I want a special guest in your TV show, but I didn't mean it this way." So I thought that was hilarious. Again, Darcy, she's grown on me. I didn't like her at first, but she has definitely grown on me. But we continue with that scene right there, and that was another great scene to build up upon. And then I wrote on my thing, who's speaking to Wanda? Because Wanda was like, "Why is all this going on?" And somebody has responded, do you think this is what you deserve? Now I was like, who is that responding to? And now we figure out at the end that was Agatha Harkness. Wow, now it's a huge thing. But she's like, "You're not supposed." Then she asks, "You're not supposed to talk." I don't know if she was aware that she was talking to Agnes, but that's another weird part about that. And I don't know if she knows she was talking to her or not, but that happened, and she was a little confused with what's going on. And we move on to the next scene, and we hear about Monica now. We go back to see Monica and Jimmy. They going back, and we're still expecting that Aerosmith engineer guy. Now, I'm still looking forward to that guy or gal, whoever it may be. But finally, she gets that vehicle that she needs to go inside the hex. She talked to one of her buddies, or one of her friends, one of her friends to go talk to her. So she goes inside the vehicle. She goes inside, trying to drive in there, but it didn't work. She almost actually got sucked in. But that failed part. So that was, I'm going in order right here, but that was another failed part, and that was quite interesting. And to say the least, that ship, or that vehicle did not work and did not power through. We already talked about Agnes watching the kids, and Agnes is quiet. And one of the kids, or Billy, said Agnes is quiet inside. I don't know what that means in particular, but again, WandaVision has so many layers that I can't never figure out which one they're talking about. That was great, and it's been revealed that director wants to use Vision as some type of weapon. They try to restart him, try to power him up to use him as a sentient weapon. And clearly that didn't work. They couldn't find a way from that to work. So that's when Wanda broke into the, I guess, Sword headquarters, or whatever they were keeping Vision at to restart him and reboot him. So that was another interesting scene right there. And like I said, the vehicle didn't go through. Monica went through herself, and now she has the blue eyes. She has powers now. She definitely has powers. This is confirmed for her origin story. You know, she reflected that blast from, not really blast, but Wanda kind of just turned her down. She, you know, did that Superman pose, as Deadpool was saying. And she's confirmed now to have powers. Like, it's no doubt about it that she has powers. And now that looked fantastic. And, you know, when Vision and Darcy was hanging out together, Darcy explains what happened to Vision before he died. You know, he said, hey, he explained the Thanos thing, how Wanda killed her, but not really to save the universe. But he really didn't save the universe because, you know, Thanos restarted everything or rewound things and then killed him and took the stone. So she was just going down that rabbit hole, explaining everything to him. And again, he was, you know, confused. Obviously, he doesn't know any of this stuff happened. But I think he's opened up to the decision that could happen. So again, that was a great scene with them too. And like I said, Wanda did not want him to get back home. So they had this little, no school in sight, but a crossing guard comes out of nowhere. A construction crew comes out of nowhere to fix a light pole. They stop at a red light. You know, Wanda just doesn't want them to go there, so she's stalling them. Or was it Wanda, or was it Agnes, or Agatha Harkness? Who was it? That's interesting. I'm betting my money it wasn't Wanda now. It was Agatha. No, that's such a weird name. Harkness. You know, Harkness. It's just like, it's such a villainous name. You know. And I remember when Wanda said maybe she might be the villain. Monica found, you know, when I told you when Monica was trying to go in there, but her vehicle wouldn't go, she ran inside, and that's how she got I just hit my controller, and she got the powers, and she went inside herself and went through. How did she find Wanda's house that fast? I'm not sure. It's just whatever. You just gotta go with the show. It's like, how do you know where she's at? You know, that's pretty good. I know the town's probably small, so she probably could find it, but come on. But whatever, you're supposed to just numb your head when you watch some of the stuff like this. But Monica finds her immediately. It was crazy. And she, you know, Monica's like, I'm a good guy. You know, she's again trying to explain this is not about us. We are not the bad people here. Director Hayward is not great, but I really want to help you. And I can see Monica really get into her. You know, she knows that she's not the bad person, and Monica knows that Wanda's not a bad person. Wanda knows Monica's not a bad person, but she just wants to be in this ideal world where she's with Vision and left alone. And obviously that can't happen because you have a lot of people hostage, and it's very interesting to see that all that stuff, and they have that debate of what to do. Again, this was, like I said, this is a fantastic episode, so let's keep going. And she's like, maybe I'm the villain. I love that scene because I want a villainous Wanda, but it turns out she might not be the villain. We actually might know the true villain. We have to wait to the end of the episode, but that's true. Then Agnes, then I wrote my notes, Agnes comes to stop the conversation with Monica and walks Monica to her house. And this scene was great. She's like, you want some tea? Agnes is like, or Agatha Harkness. I'm just gonna call her Harkness. Harkness said, Agatha, I can't pronounce that name, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call her Agnes for now. Says, do you want some tea? And she said, sure. So she went to go get some tea, and Wanda was wondering where the kids are at. And she goes in the basement. She's like, oh, Agnes is like, oh, they might be playing in the basement. This scene was great. She saw like the bugs. When you usually see bugs like that, that means like evil or something dead happened. So you could tell that Agnes was this witch, man. And she, oh wow, this is so good. And this might ties into Mephisto, because who is Ralph? We need to know who Ralph is. Is that Mephisto? We might have to find out next episode, or the final episode. But we go down the basement, and she's like, and Agnes come downstairs with the cat, because she's obviously a witch, you know, that stuff like that. She goes downstairs, and she's like, you're the only person with powers here. I have it too. And it's so awesome seeing Agatha Harkness, I keep butchering that name. Agnes kept like, she was the one that was you know, controlling everything. She got Pietro there. She's the one that changed the talent show thing. She was involved in everything. The neighbor, what's that neighbor called? The black dude, I forgot his name, but the neighbor, she controlled him too. So maybe this was actually her, but I think she's a helper for Mephisto. But that could be totally wrong. I could be wrong. But that was great that we got that rewind scene. Like, whoa, all that stuff didn't happen randomly. Agnes actually put all the stuff in motion to make sure she is an ideal world. You know, the only thing she wants, I think, is the kids. Agnes wants the kids. And more or less, if this is Mephisto, Mephisto definitely just wants the kids. And this was a fantastic episode. You know, the basement of Agnes' house. Yeah, that was a great thing. Who's your theories of who Ralph is? I think a lot of people are saying Mephisto, but we could be wrong. You know, we have 2 more episodes. There's a lot of mystery involved in this episode and this TV series. So I want to bet my money it is Mephisto, but I'm not entirely sure. And we did not see any Pietro Maximoff. Is that, I'm assuming because Agnes created this person just for her to be calm, you know, because she misses her brother so much. But I don't think we're going to see the last of Evan Peters' Quicksilver. So that will be interesting. I am really interested in how these 2 episodes will end. They're supposed to be an hour long, these next 2 episodes. But that was my quick reaction to that. Who do you guys think Ralph is? I guess the front runner right now is Mephisto, but anything can happen. Another thing is Agnes, man. That scene when we got to replay everything. You know, where's Dottie? You know, even Dottie said something on Twitter or social media. The actress that played Dottie, where is she? Who is she? There are so many characters that we don't know too much about. And some people we definitely need to know about. So this is another more, you know, mystery that I love. This is why I love this show, because there's a lot of mysteries and a lot of Mr. eggs. Like, this is probably the first, you know, Marvel sometimes could be a little cookie cutter, but this one, I think it's just out of the world. You know, they changed it up. They had this mystery. It's something different. It's great. It really is fantastic. And how you guys feel about this episode? Did you guys like it? Please comment down below. Please like, comment, subscribe. Till next time. Catch you guys later. See you guys.